Welcome. Today in the shed, back working on the 1975 Galant hardtop. There's a bunch of other videos already up that I've got up of this car, been doing a bit of work on it. There's one of the, fixed some rust down here on the passenger side, converted the tail lights over to GC tail lights, which are on now. Fixed some rust down this side. And today, we're going to have a go at the bonnet. It's got some rust holes and it's got some dings and it's had a pretty rough life, so here we go. So the rust was the first thing that got me worried about this bonnet. You can see it's got rust here. It's got rust holes along the top there. And what you can't see is all these rust spots, they follow where the bracing is underneath it. So you come through here, you'll see that's the big one that we could see. And then along here and down there, you can see down there is where the other rust spots are. And what happens is that water and dirt get trapped between the bracing and the skin, and it rusts from the inside out. Pretty common story. What I hadn't noticed too much previously, but I've had a good look at now, is just how many dings this thing's got. Like they say, it's had more hits than the Beatles. You can't really see it. I don't know if you can. You probably can see that actually. Here is they're all high. It's very, very high along here. It's taken some impact damage for sure. Same as along here. There's high there, high there. These are points. And if you flip it over and have a look from the underside, again, you'll see that the bracing through there is all crushed in. What I would guess has happened is that either someone's really poorly handled this bonnet, piled stuff on top of it or something like that, or possibly the bonnet's been on a car and someone slammed the bonnet down onto something in the engine bay perhaps. Like, I don't know. But anyway, that's pretty bad there. I could have a go at fixing the inner structure here. I guess I will. But obviously the most important thing I'm worried about at this stage is the skin and getting the rust out of it. For something that's as damaged as this one with as many issues, a reskin would probably be the best course of action, or a replacement bonnet. But I don't know how readily available they are, and so we'll just give it a go, and I'll dig into it a bit and see how we can fix it up, or if I can fix it up. I don't know if you can see there, but it's had some hits through here too. This is, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, this is going to be a challenge. I've been putting this job off for quite a while. I think I've mentioned on every single video so far. So here we go. So the plan here is this is pretty thin, but I'm going to try and figure out how far it extends. So I'll just get a drill in there and open it up a bit and see if there's any good metal left. That's actually pretty good. I think I'll be able to put a patch piece in there. Yeah, I'll be able to weld a piece in there for sure. What I might do is, it's hard to figure out what's going on with this because it's covered in so much crap. Someone's taken some paint off and then some sort of a primer's been put on in the past, and you can you can see where I've painted some bits there for the kitchen. So what I'll do is sand this back just so I can get a better look at what's going on, and some of the highs and lows will become very visible then as well. Well, it's slow going. So I've cut out this piece along here. It was just, you can see on the back side of that how nasty and thin it was. There's a couple more here. I've just put and down here, and I've just put the hole saw in there to hog out the nasty stuff. And it feels pretty good now. I reckon I'll be able to get a good weld on that. But yeah, like I said before, the big concern is all the dings and the damage to the frame. I did a little bit of hammer and dolly work here, and I actually got these two. They're still they stand out now because I had the sander on there. But I got them down, but it's not flat by any stretch. It's down a little here, but then it's high here, and you can see. This is the nice detail in the bonnet that the GC has, but it's taken a hit here, and so that it's not there. So I'm going to have to get on the other side and do a bit of hammer and dolly work and try and get this shape, get this mound back into it. I don't know, this is a pretty nasty bonnet, but it's what we've got, so I guess we'll make the most of it. We'll keep going. I might do a bit more hammer and dolly work here and try and get this shape back a little bit before I go bothering welding all these rust repairs in. I might see if I can get some shape into the bonnet and continue on like that. But yeah, wish me luck. Not sure if you can see what I'm doing here, but all the way along here is where this inner structure has been beaten to death, and I've just drilled a bunch of screws in here, and I'm using pliers and screwdrivers and whatnot just to lever the ding out. All you're really trying to do is help it get back to its shape. So you you want to go at the point where the impact was, which is where, well, to my reckoning, it's along the fold. So I just like to get in along the fold, try and get the general shape, the structure to be similar to this side. Obviously, it's never going to be just doing this stuff. You're going to have holes, and all this is going to need welding and tidying up and whatever. But it's because there's a skin on the other side. It's basically impossible without unpicking the skin and taking it off and then working on the frame on its own. It's very difficult to, well, it's impossible to tidy this bit up. So what I'm going to do is just come along here, get it back into its proper shape as good as I can, well, to a passable extent, and then tidy it up later on. But I think it's important to do this because it's so beaten up on the other side. Some of this, so this skin's connected to this structure, that's probably hurting the skin, stopping it going back to its original shape. So yeah, that'll be the plan. I'm going to try and get this into some sort of a better shape, and then get on to trying to straighten this up here and get that detail back where the nice bonnet bulge is. So you see it when you're leaning up on it, see it just coming back into shape. I'll put another one in next to it. Oh, disclaimer as well. Clearly not a panel beater. I've had some success doing this in the past. I don't know how well this is coming out on the camera. Hopefully you're not just looking at the top of my bald head. Different type of screw. Don't even know how that got in there. Yeah, this is pretty nasty. A bit better. It's not bad. What I was trying to do is get this fold here back, but you know, it is a losing battle in some respects. It's a bit better. Keep going. Yep, so found another piece of the frame that was badly damaged. It was all dinged in as well, similar to the bit over there. So same thing, drilled some holes, put some screws in, pulled it out to help get the shape back, and welded up the holes. Also found a couple more rusty bits over here and a few bits over there. I'll get them later on when I've got it back over this way. For now, I'm going to try and work on this here. You can see the shape here up until that point there. That's the nice detail that the GC bonnet has. You can see it on both sides. This is obviously from the underside, but that's what the problem is. This is when all this has been beaten to death, it's lost its shape here. So I'm going to try and get some of that back. It's not going to be perfect, but I'll try and get it back a bit, and then I'll flip it over and start working on the rust holes on the skin. Try and knock some of those highs and lows out as well. But it's coming along. These frame repairs have come up pretty good. To be honest, before today, I hadn't even noticed that the frame was damaged. I thought it was all purely cosmetic skin stuff, but anyway, glad that it's behind me, and yeah, we'll sort of continue on. All right, so now filling in these rust holes on the inside of the frame, along the front here. Got this one here, I've made up cut out a piece here, a sheet metal. These two pieces here for here, and here for here, and then these ones I'll probably fill in with the welder. And hopefully this will be the last welding on the bonnet. Hopefully. So that wound up being way more work than expected, but now all the heavy metal work's done on the bonnet finally. So I don't know if you could see what was going on, but fixed all these rust holes along here. There's probably 5 or 6 different ones. The metal's pretty thin, but it should be fine. There's a big rust hole here. This was the bit that was all folded over, so pulled that up, straightened it best as I could. That'll get a skim of filler, same as here. And then on the other side of the bonnet, that was the big circular rust hole. That's the big long one there. And then there was just this one over here. So now it's just a matter of body working it, which is going to be later on in the future. Still a bit more metal work to go on the car. Got to fix up the sills. This is pretty crusty down here. I don't know what's happened here. It's had some sort of a hit, or someone's welded something. And I don't know, I need to investigate this on the rad support panel. But other than that, coming along piece by piece. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.